can let our imaginations run free. I would like to give a couple shout outs. First to Fantasy Grounds for the amazing interface which makes this all possible. You can find them at fantasygrounds.com. Secondly, to Sirenscape for their amazing atmosphere and music. You can add these sounds and more to your game when you download the Sirenscape desktop or mobile app. The app is free and comes with 20 sound sets which are included to get you started. You don't even need to register. So stop on over at Sirenscape.com to find out more. Thanks again, and we'll be starting up soon.
One thing after another. Speaking of which, do we have anybody coming over tomorrow?
Yeah, the plumber.
Oh my god. Fucking kill me.
Hey Scoot, thank you for not streaming the health food advice that we've been sharing with each other.
Definitely should stream that. The most boring.
Hey, we're not Critical Role yet. You know, we should keep it to roleplay.
Critical Role. Yeah.
Okay, I volunteer to recap.
All right, we got a recapper.
Okay, so
That's experience.
following the slaying of the owlbears, the party searched the cave through the filth and found no treasure, no coins, no magic items, not even a shiny trinket to satisfy a halfling lust. We then backed into the northern part of the cave and were attacked by two giant rats. They were quickly dispatched by masterful strokes, yet not before one of the giant rodents sunk its vicious fangs into the hapless Eridsay, imparting some debilitating disease upon the hapless man. With the filth-borne disease and fever setting on, we decided to exit the cave, yet not before Uncle Olin decided to scout out the north passage where the stream was coming from. From out of the darkness sprang some horrid, loathsome creatures. They were speaking with Corporal Marsk. He called them Grey Oozes, a suitable title for such loathsome creatures, as it aptly described their appearance. Turlock swung his sword, and his strike was true. Yea, he hit the Grey Ooze, yet it disintegrated the tip of his sword as it sank into the grey flesh. Simultaneously, other party members threw oil and torches upon the creatures, hoping to set them alight. Yet through their fiery baptism, they took no damage. With that, we decided, seeing that neither flame nor blade would affect the creatures, we decided to exit the cave, leaving the Stygian darkness for the blessed sunlight of the surface world. We then regrouped and journeyed back to the keep. Yet Eridsay's fever and from the rat disease was quickly onsetting, and we took him to the Temple of Tritherion, where the curate negotiated a steep price for his curing the disease. Some party members chipped in. In fact, Lyric went to the gnomish jeweler to negotiate, selling those earrings?
Yes, I had to repay the debt I owed half.
Oh, yes. And Turlock then went to the smithy and bought a new bastard sword. We then decided that we would go back to the caves to investigate caves that we haven't yet entered. And that was about all I could remember from 2 weeks ago.
Holy shit.
Wow.
You're
Bravo.
getting 50 experience points just for that, right there.
Most
Wow.
of us can't even remember what we had for breakfast, let alone what we did 2 weeks ago in the role-playing game.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
I designate Andy the recapper going forward.
But he has to do it in Turlock speak.
Turlock
Yeah.
speak. Holy shit. Well, yeah. And that
Great
is
work,
a
Andy.
perfect correlation with my notes. All right, so it is looking like it's 11 a.m.
So, guys, I think we've hit the caves out in the northeast quite a lot, and I wonder whether we should head north and kind of explore the forest area and just expand our knowledge of the local area a little bit more.
I was thinking that last time. I would not mind that at all.
I'm down for whatever the vote is.
Well, you need to. Okay.
I don't. Either way. I'm neutral.
Neutral.
I agree with not going back to where we've been going.
This is session 23, and we've kind of been beating our head against the same brick wall for nearly 23 sessions.
I'd like to see what's in the woods. And if you guys have been through it before.
No, we haven't.
No, you kind of have.
Oh, okay. Well, I was probably
That's where you ran
not
into
paying
the.
attention as usual.
That was the Forgotten Town.
Oh, wow. There's
not
a
sure I remember
town
that.
in there?
Forgotten Town.
It was where you went down into the cellar, and the cellar wall collapsed. And
Oh, yeah, I do remember that really early on.
Land shark.
land sharks. Yep, the boulet.
Yeah. Huh.
Lost some.
They were a
That was your
series
first
of-
loss of troops.
Jerusalem's lot.
Where on the map is this Forgotten Town?
Well,
I mean, I guess I don't know about it.
the party doesn't really. Not going to really remember the exact location, but it was in the woods north.
Yeah, I do remember it now, but I have no sense of where it is on the map as a player who was there.
Yeah, you guys were led there by
Yeah.
what the heck was his name?
Gunloader?
Gunloda. Yeah.
Oh, good memory. So the
Gunloda
story there
Sherman.
is we were sent by his wife to recover him because she thought she was lost, and when we found him, he basically said, "F you, I'm just taking some time for myself."
Yep.
Wow. I think we should take a trip to
And that's where you all found the the goblins with their stash of munitions and weapons.
Let's ask ourselves, what exactly are we searching for if we go into the forest?
Fame and adventure.
If we go to the caves, we can try to seek out that evil temple.
Yeah, and has the evil priest come back to town, or is he still gone?
When you last checked, which would have been in game time yesterday, towards the later part of the day, he had not been back yet.
Right. We checked with the jeweler. And he had not seen him.
Dang. Just looking at things, reading things.
So I'm kind of relaxed either way, but it's always good to have a change of scene. But I don't want to make things difficult for the DM here, so Scoop, why don't you give us a bit of a nudge?
It's up to y'all. This is this is as much your world as it is my world. It's a sandbox.
Oh, cool.
If you want to break out
Well,
the Tonka toys, break out the Tonka toys.
Yeah, the largest lead that I could think of is the evil priest and that evil temple that we've heard about. that seems to be the. To me, that seems to be the gist of if we're searching for some answer behind everything, that would be it.
Right. And we know that he heads into the forest northeast of one of the farms. I think it's the farm that's east of the actual keep on the hill on the map. So it's like
Correct.
the one at I don't know, what is that, 3 o'clock or something?
Okay, I'm going to make a metagame comment now.
Uh-oh.
If we're going to follow him, probably Uncle Olin should do it as the thief. But I need another level to throw some skill into move silently and maybe hide in shadows. Because at the moment, I'm just going to be, revealing myself and getting killed.
Oh yeah, and we're like a circus coming behind you. We got people in plate mail and stale mail. We're a squeaky wagon. There is a ranger in the area named Gonloda.
Yeah, he was the guy we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that we could ask to help us potentially find that trail and follow it.
Okay, well, why don't we do that? Go back into the forest. We know where Gunloader's house is and his wife's house. We definitely know how to get there, but he led us further to the goblin encampment and the cellar that Scoot talked about.
Okay.
Where if you showed me the map, I couldn't point out that encampment, but the party does know how to get to the house.
Your guys, everybody that was there's best guess would be that goblin encampment was in that area somewhere.
Can you throw us the map, please?
Is that the KOTB area map?
Yeah.
Yes.
You run a nice circle with the circle went away.
I don't see the circle one though. Do you all see the circle?
No,
It was there, and now it's gone.
Let me redraw it. Oh.
There she is.
Deep.
In that vicinity is your best guess.
Man, that's pretty far away from all of the caves.
Well, that's not a bad thing.
Right.
Okay. Well, again, I'm cool with it, and I know Laura's the same. I don't know much history about the area, but I mean, I do know that our leads. I agree that our leads are. We have a Tritherian priest wannabe that we've been trying to track down, and I also know that we have heard about some ancient temple to some evil deity in one of the caves. So that's the only two things that I know of as leads right now.
Yeah. We found the bodies, right, of the guards, and the balance of them we know are in the last cave that we were in. So that's kind of wrapped up. I don't think we really want to deal with their bodies right now.
Yeah.
So yeah. So let's go follow this path from the farm into the woods, and let's see where it goes. Maybe it'll go back up towards that circle, or maybe it will just cut across the forest towards the caves.
Or maybe we'll run.
There's an
across
error page
the-
that keeps appearing.
What now?
There's an error page that keeps appearing on my screen.
Hmm.
I keep closing it, it pops back up. It says
Yeah,
293 get children.
I
Valid
get that from
parameter.
time to time. You just got to ignore it. Yeah. Click.
Yeah, I
Click
do.
close.
It keeps popping back up. It's gone now.
I bet it's the browser. plugin, Scott. I think I was getting that last night too.
There it
think
appeared
there's some
again.
Bug with it.
So I'm going to try and chronicle this as we go. Give me a shout if you disagree with anything I say.
All right, I'm sorry about that.
No worries.
My daughter called.
Oh.
Okay, so what did you all decide?
I'm gonna take a trip.
We're gonna head up to the farm where the boys are,
Mhm.
and have them point out where our evil priest goes into the forest. We're gonna follow, see if we can find the path and follow.
Okay.
And hopefully that's towards Gonlin's house. We can maybe recruit him to help us. I'm not sure what Gonlin's house is.
Gunrada, or whatever his name is.
Gunloda.
Gunloda.
Gunload.
His house is would be that farm there.
Gunloda. A nice name.
So as you start to head out the gate, Corporal Marsk, as usual, stops you and says, "Oh, what is on your itinerary?"
Well, I think that we're kind of keeping it on the down low with this guy, even though we're 99.99% sure that we can trust him. I don't really want to. I don't think we should be announcing everything we're doing. Anybody here.
Agreed.
I mean, won't he see what direction we go in?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
So just-
We're going far enough away from the keep. Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, we could go east until we're out of sight and then head north,
Yeah.
or some other
Yeah.
thing. That's not a big deal.
Yeah.
All right, guys, give me a minute or two. I'm sorry. My daughter cut her head open. She thinks
Oh dear.
she
Take a-
she decided to take a few shots and then go play on the swing set at the park down the street.
Oh my god.
There's nothing there.
You're a
me
fucking
see.
liar.
Come here.
You're a liar. I literally have a video and it's wet. And it hurts.
I'll be right back.
It hurts.
Great streaming content.
The market quality.
Real life, eh?
So,
Yeah, real life.
so what, I don't, when we go to the forest, what exactly are we going to be looking for? Ruins? Caves?
No, we're trying to find the path that pretender priest is following.
Well, yeah, so Gunloader, who we've spoken to before, is an interesting character. He's very capable, a really excellent tracker. We've not put the specific question to him before about the ancient evil temple. So it's possible that we could have that conversation with him and he may know something. I don't promise anything, I don't know him that well. But he's probably our best bet to know that area.
Yeah, I'm curious to see where the Tritherian priest is going in the woods as well.
Yeah, and we could ask him whether he's seen the priest and his acolytes, definitely.
Yep.
And the other thing we should perhaps do is go south of the road to the marsh and river area and see what's what there. I think we know there are lizard folk down there, and
Lizard folk? Yeah.
yeah, we've
Talking
not.
about here?
Yeah,
Okay.
and we've not been down there yet, but
Okay.
we could,
Explore the yeomanry. and see
try
what there is.
to make some sort of contact with them and see what they know.
Yeah. The lay of the land.
And again, out of character, this is a second edition, I think AD&D game, you've got to be pretty cautious and can't go barreling into everything expecting it to be easy.
No. The good news is it's only 900 yards from the keep to the to the edge of the woods. He didn't turn the scale on.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That's quite true.
It's good news. A short walk.
It's not that. I mean, it's like from here to the second golf hole.
Yeah,
And
no, it's much farther than that.
Farther than that?
Yeah.
I was picturing all the farms pretty close together.
Well, it took us 2 days to, or here, is it here? Yeah, no, it's not right.
Should we tell Corporal Mark every time we go out, we're just going out to protect, to look for trouble?
I'm not the diplomat. If I play the diplomat with this character, it's just gonna be
Right.
unbelievable. So I know what I
But what does he want to hear? Just that we're going out and looking for.
Yeah, we're
to
following
protect.
some leads and
Following
just,
some
and
leads.
just don't tell him anything specific.
Mm-hmm.
And if he presses, just say you'd rather not. No offense, but you'd rather not give those details at this time. I remember you guys talking about running into the bulle in the woods last time.
Yeah, it was we were down in the some Sul Louise ruins, and the wall all of a sudden caved in, and like something was burrowing under the ground, and then that was a bulle was chasing us out of there. So
Wow.
unfortunately, we didn't get to research or search much of the ruins. Not that any of us are Louise sages, but
Yeah, that might prove interesting. It's like Jerusalem's Lot, the town lost in the woods. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Cave of rotten meat. I love these notes that you guys have taken. If I'm quiet, I'm reading.
Well, sometimes we even note things that are important.
Yeah, it's a novel idea. Weird. Seven of them missing heads. Very nice. It's weird. I used to be able to edit that. Okay, that's how it works, I guess.
Mm.
And remember, you have to tell the gnome a joke.
I know.
Flunking.
I know. I found some. I found something for him.
Tales of an ancient altar to some deity said to exist somewhere.
I found some gemstone jokes for him.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm. Just in case I need them.
So here's the ancient evil. I'm gonna say Cape. I'm gonna say Cape too. I'm gonna mention about the gray oozes in there because
All right, I am sorry about that. Yeah,
Sorry.
looks like I got dropped into the graveyard.
You did. You got the dirt was covered you up.
Piling up.
Yep.
Yeah, so minor laceration on the scalp. Had to wash
Nice.
it, clean it, and then super glue it.
It sounds character building. Is she okay?
Yeah, she's okay. She's just... It hurts.
Did she just hit you? I heard.
No. She's in the living room watching TV now.
I thought she was there and like.
No. Ugh. You think you'd
Swings them
you
apart.
get to an age you think that your children would get to an age where they wouldn't get boo-boos anymore.
No, it's not.
That's not reality.
It's not going to happen. For
If
you.
I let my 8-year-old father loose in the garden to, do some pruning of a tree or something, he will come back with, a twig in his eye and, cuts all over himself.
Okay, fair enough.
Oh my god, dude.
I say this as I came back from playing hockey with a minor dislocation of a shoulder.
Right.
Yeah,
We're
I
all
don't think
just
any
mess.
generation is immune to it.
We're all just a mess. Yep.
God. Yeah, but she's okay. It's not heavy bleeding. Scalp bleeds at first a lot, but closes up pretty doggone quick. And so I cleaned it, put some super glue on it, put some activator on that super glue to get it hardened right away, and gave her some acetaminophen and
That's proper
ibuprofen.
field medicine.
Yep,
That's like a cure like wounds, that is.
it's right.
Nice.
Broke out the med kit.
I was gonna tell you, Scoot, the browser, it's been having some problems since the update the other day. So that's what those runtimes are. The get children error. It's
I'm not seeing any
from that.
runtimes. Are you
I
guys?
got it on mine. Yeah, Andy's gotten it a few times. I've gotten it a few times.
Do you want to restart the client?
I've been fine. Maybe you need to do an update.
No, if you restart it, just disable the browser until he fixes that. You want to do that? 'Cause
Yeah,
that will get rid of that for you.
because I'm seeing intermittent lag. That
Yeah.
isn't typical.
I don't know if it's that.
Wait,
but yeah,
actually,
but-
no. I'm not running his updated version. I'm running the GitHub version from a while back.
Ooh, yeah, no, that might be a problem. Yeah, so I would
All right.
I would disable it now and restart the client, and we'll hop back on.
Let's just call this WERT so I can open up my windows. All right, so let's just do that real quick.
Yeah, I'll hop off.
We're hopping off.
Yeah, I had that in my game last night. It was doing that, and I'm actually running the latest. So even if you do run the latest, you're still going to run into that problem. I think it's related to. Do you use that NPC chat, or like when an NPC is talking, it shows their portrait in the chat log? You use it?
No.
He wrote that one too. It's another one that he wrote. I think that those two together, in fact, I know, I proved it, those two together are actually causing the problem.
All right, it's loading back up.
So I'll tell him about it. It's running good, by the way, too, though, when it works.
So, Scoot, you missed some epic poetry from Olin.
I'll have to go back
Yeah.
and watch the stream.
Yeah, it's definitely one for the history books.
Emptier.
And I, of course, can't remember what I said.
Well, it is recorded on the Twitch channel and on YouTube.
Excellent.
Yeah, and if you can monetize it, you're welcome to it.
Yeah. I don't have enough followers to monetize anything.
I don't want to hear I don't want to hear about any lawsuits down the line, though.
Well, I don't think there's going to be any penguins suing us soon.
Penguins.
It was a penguin. It was a penguin poem joke. I don't even know how you classify it.
It was an
I
Icelandic
was-
saga.
I was
Gag humor.
I was asked
Yeah.
to talk about penguins, and of course there are none in Iceland, so that was the theme of the poem.
Yep. I'm hopping back in.
Alrighty.
Of course, I had to mention that in case there's a growing following of Uncle Olin on Twitch. I want them to think I thought there
gonna
was
blow up. You're gonna blow up, man.
penguins in Iceland. We could have killed my my fame.
You're going places.
Yeah, you're gonna get like record deals. No, that's not where I'm looking.
I aspire to being in single figures of followers.
Single figures. You set those aspirations low.
Sure chance of success.
Pretty soon, Jake Paul or one of those Logan brothers scumbags will be calling you.
To be quite honest, I can't get my wife to take an interest in my role-playing game stuff, so the bar is very low.
Link boy, there you are.
All right.
Are we ready to hop back on? Or?
Yeah, we're on, Andy. You can hop back
Alright.
on.
I wasn't sure. Sometimes if everyone tries to get on at once,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you log out and try back to go back in immediately, you just get stuck. So it's good to give it a second. He gets cached.
So, guys, you'll find this funny. It took me about 20 sessions to work out that this is Keep on the Borderlands, which of course is the first
I didn't.
D&D adventure
Yeah.
I ever owned in the early 80s.
Yeah,
So,
I was. That's funny because I remember telling Gad, I was like, I'd love to play Keep on the Borderlands.
He did totally. Just
Yeah,
started
and then
laughing.
he started. I'm like, what's funny? And he was like, you're playing it. I'm like, what? Yeah,
He's like, I really want to check that Keep on the Borderlands out, man.
yeah.
I really
have
want
the
to check that
book
one
of it,
out.
too. Well, I didn't know anything about it. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
know.
I didn't know anything, so it was perfect. Like, I actually have that hardbound. You know the book, the Goodman books.
Yep.
They have like the 5e conversion and then the original version. Like, I have that book. I have that and the what's the one where the alien ship crashes? Expedition.
Barrier Peak.
Expedition of the
Very
Barrier
big.
Peak.
I run a conversion to that if anyone wants to play it sometime soon. I've got. all
I'd
the
love
maps
to
and
play
everything.
that. I would love to play that. I am there 100% for that.
Yeah, it's kind of
Yeah.
fun.
That one always really appealed to me, how crazy it is.
And the way I ran the campaign when I played it, we flipped out of that early days from level 1 into a Starfinder campaign in another world, and then went to a
geez.
portal and got back to 5e, and then went to Barrier Peaks. It was, and
Nice.
I kept asking the party, what would you like to do? Would you like to do straightforward or crazy or sci-fi? And had a vote and kind of took it the way
Gonzo.
they wanted.
Gonzo, yeah. Everything. That's kind of, the theme of Barrier Peak too. It's throw everything in the kitchen sink in there. Sci-fi, fantasy, horror.
All right.
Everybody
Alrighty.
back in?
Yep.
So what have you all decided that you're going to do as you as Corporal Marsk stands there patiently waiting for an answer?
diplomat.
Seek adventure. And there we
Yeah.
go.
You're the diplomat.
Yeah, I'll tell top of the morning to you, Corporal Marsk.
Aye, lass.
We're just heading out to the main road.
To go and fetch the remaining bodies so that they may be
Yes.
properly buried?
Yes, exactly. That's-
Very good.
Well, I just want to caution you, Corporal. This is a dangerous land, and the route is not secure. We can make no promises with our small number, and if the keep isn't able to find their own, we shall do our best, but we make no promises.
Well spoken.
He looks at you like, are you making plans for running for office? There, Uncle Owen?
I am I'm a mere poet. I chronicle the world that I see, and I try to entertain others. But I wouldn't wish to pull the wool over your eyes because I see you're a man of vision.
The barbarian is looking at the halfling like the look of perplexed look on his face. Completely perplexed.
Yeah, and Corporal Marsk is like almost dumbfounded by what you've just said to him.
He's a simple man, I think.
He's like,
Olin.
very well, be on your way.
That worked.
Yeah, he confused him.
That worked. That was
And
the
I look
correct
back at the
approach.
corporal and say, you do a good job. Do your job well. We'll see you again soon.
All right, we'll
Well.
be expecting you back in 5 or 6 hours, yes?
We can make no promises on that.
I look at my other party members and say, yeah, I will be back. I hope these will be too.
Damn.
You got it's mom. It's mom.
Hold on a second. Guys, I'm sorry.
No worries.
You're good, man.
No worries.
Life.
Out of character, how many of the original party other than me have we got? In terms of
Turlock.
PCs, not players. Was Turlock original PC?
Yes.
Okay,
I was the first one created.
Okay, so there's what 20% of us that's original. So that was kind of my comment to the corporal.
Ah.
I see.
Well, hopefully after that speech, the corporal will stop asking us every time we
I
go
know.
out. I get,
God, nosy
I get
bastard.
sick of him.
Yeah,
When it
no,
rains, it pours, and
I can talk
I've got to
about it.
run to go pick up my daughter from work because my wife forgot that she needed to pick him up,
You're-
and she's 40 minutes away, and it takes me
You're fine, dude.
10 minutes to get there and back. So
You're fine.
No
I'm
worries.
sorry.
No worries, real life happens. You take
Yeah.
care
Yep.
of your family.
I will be
Yeah.
back in like
Exactly.
10 minutes.
All right. See you in a bit, dude.
All right. 10 minutes.
Yeah, so I nearly thought about paraphrasing Hunger Games. May the odds be in your favour. Well, they clearly aren't in this game.
That would have been nice. So, Turlock was the first. You came in a little bit later. And when did Boozer come in? Did you guys all come in at the same time?
Booster was pretty shortly after that when you did.
Okay.
I don't recall.
Oh, he's
The
not playing,
original
sir.
Party, the original party was Turlock, Uncle Olin, a priest, and a paladin.
That's
That
an
was the original
interesting party.
4.
Mm-hmm.
And not
So you
not
started
the
with
paladin
4.
that got decapitated, but a different
Yeah,
paladin.
was he the guy that said, Scoot was saying, don't do that, you're going to die, and he was like, no, I'm going to roleplay this. He died and then he rage quit.
No, this was
Wait,
a female player.
Different.
I forget her name.
don't do that. You're gonna die. I like the
There's
way
been,
you
there's been
summed that
quite a
up.
few players, as is common in virtual tabletops. It's
I haven't
a lot
had
of
that
attrition.
happen. I haven't experienced that. I've heard that. I'm not
Usually
denying
it's
that happens.
scheduling. Usually it's people
Yeah.
don't drop. Although I've seen players drop out. One player, and I was playing a night below
Uh-huh.
that
Yeah, I
module.
have that. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, which is fun. But one of the players got upset, and it was actually about my character. He was getting mad at the DM for he thought he was picking on my character with some giant lizards trying to swallow my dwarf fighter.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
he was like, because one giant lizard had just swallowed him, and he got out of that, and the body was like right there, and then the DM said, "Well, another one comes over and tries to swallow you again." I didn't say anything. The others were like, "Well, wait a minute. There's the body of a giant lizard right there in front of it. How can he do that?"
Yeah.
And one of the players got so pissed off he dropped right then.
Are you serious?
It
See,
was
I've
kind of
ne
building. There was incidences that were building up to it, but
yeah. I've been really lucky uh with the groups that I've been in. I run a game and I'm in another two games, but it's all the same players. We have like a network of players.
right,
Um and it's funny because the guy that quit this game, the rage quitting paladin, he
yeah,
actually played with them before, and I had a weird feeling when he said he had played with them because everybody who plays with these other guys is John. You probably seen him on the forums, on the 2E forums, John
yeah,
D. Yeah, so it's John D's group. It's a big network of 2E players. They all play with each other. I'm in that group. Um, it kind of gave me a weird feeling when he said that he had played with them but doesn't play with them anymore. I'm like, well, what, because
right,
no one ever leaves that group. You know what I mean? Like nobody leaves it. Everybody wants to get into that group. No one leaves that group. So I had a weird feeling, when he said that. And then, and not to kick a guy when he's down, but like it was weird because when he left this group, um, that night, and then and blocked us all. Remember that? Like where he just like
right.
deleted it. Like he he made another account with the same name and then went on to John's server and asked to play. And I was talking to John. Like I was already having a conversation with John in the public forum in general. And as soon as he saw me, he deleted his account again. Like deleted it again. I was like, dude, like what in the fuck? It's a game.
Right.
Yeah, and yeah, I got sidetracked a little there, but again, like you were saying about attrition, I'm sure it happens. I have no
Well, and
doubt.
then
It's
another player dropped
scheduling.
because of my player's actions. My
Really?
priest character, it was in Night Below, and we encountered some goblins, and
Yeah,
I was playing a lawful neutral priest of Helm,
yeah,
and the goblins started surrendering, and one of the players who was playing an elfin fighter was like, "Well, let's just kill them. Their goblins are evil." And I was like, "Wait a
uh,
minute, they're surrendering. Let's negotiate with them." And he
yeah,
was like, "Come." He was like, What are you doing?" And then the goblins surrendered, and they said, "Well, we'll offer to uh, have dinner with you." And I was like, "Well, if Picard can eat with Klingons, we can eat with goblins, right?"
yeah, yeah, yeah. I get it. I get
But
it. Yeah,
he was like, "No, they're evil. They're goblins. Let's kill them all." So he dropped.
yeah, but
He was
that's
so
like your
pissed off.
character. That's like
I
your
was like,
character.
"Come on, negotiations happen. I mean, you can't kill
I
everything."
know.
This is
That's like
and it is a 2E. Night Below's a 2E module. It's like
Night
I
Below is
even
a
looked at it
hardcore.
later. It was like somebody said if you're gonna have to your party will have to negotiate in some situations. You
Yeah,
just can't
because
hack
Night
and
Below
slash.
is like a grinder. It's a gigantic module. I know about it. I've read the overview of it. It's a
Yeah.
giant module, and it definitely requires some tact. You can't just go into it and expecting to kill everything. So that's weird, man. I guess I've been really lucky. Like this is a good group of players, and then I have another
I'll
good
admit
group of
the
players.
DM who was DM in Night Below was kind of a novice DM.
Hmm.
It wasn't the
That's
greatest
what he's
DM,
saying.
but
Yeah,
I
kind of
enjoyed
new.
playing with him, but I admit he
Yeah,
wasn't the greatest. But
yeah. Yeah,
I
it
was
takes a lot of
forgiving
practice.
of that.
Right. Takes a lot of practice to DM. I mean, I've been doing it a little while now, and I'm pretty comfortable with it. But I honestly like I feel more comfortable DMing than being the player because I like to prep everything in advance and
I got
write up a bunch
burned
of
out.
nice.
I got burned out serious. I got
Well, yeah,
tired
you
of
can
DMing
definitely.
because of the players were. I just for some reason when I DM, everybody plays off the wall Gonzo non-human PCs, and I
Yeah,
just got
that.
tired of it. It's like I wanted a more humanocentric game, like
Yeah, you know what John
like
does
the
about
game
that?
is designed for.
I get it. I totally get it. And you know how I ran into that same issue right now. We're elf heavy. That's what we call it. Um, I think what John does, the solution is that it's like only 1/8 of the party can be demi-human. Like the most of the players have to be human. And he reviews every kit, every class combination, makes sure that the party is balanced and that it's realistic. You know, we shouldn't have like 5 dwarves running
Well,
around together
dwarves I
like that
wouldn't
unless
mind,
it
but
makes
I mean, I
sense.
was getting like I was going to do a Greyhawk campaign set in the Great Kingdom with
Yeah.
like the Scarlet Brotherhood in the background and
Mm-hmm.
intrigue and stuff like that. And what my players come up with, they're like, "Oh, I'm going to play a winged elf, a varial sorcerer monk."
Yeah,
Another
no,
one,
it's
I'm going to play a
yeah,
lizard man ranger, and it
stupid.
was just like,
Yeah, I
this
get
isn't
it.
what I
I wouldn't.
envisioned.
Yeah, no, that's why. Yeah, I didn't put parameters on what they could create because I figured they'd use discretion. Well, stupid me.
Yeah,
You know, like
I
they
had a
don't
player
use.
want to play who created a half gold dragon, a half dragon
Yeah,
from
I
the
wouldn't
Age
allow
of
that.
Worms rule
Yeah,
set.
I wouldn't allow that.
Oof.
No
Yeah,
half
I
dragons.
regret. Well, and he was a problem player. Oh, I had a lot of players drop because of him.
You
He
should have just
confided to me
booted
that he
him.
had Asperger's syndrome. I don't know
Okay,
if you're
the
familiar
weird
with
kid.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, and
100%.
it was evident.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, difficult.
So,
Very
which I
difficult.
didn't disclose to the other players, but
Yeah. No,
Right.
the
Musk
other
has
players
that.
were dropping because of him. They were just like
Yeah,
the
it's just
new
driving
guy,
him
they would
nuts.
call him.
Yeah, it's driving him nuts. Yeah, that's sad. But
Yeah,
yeah, the next time that so we have a rule in my group is that um, we have way too many elves in the group, and once these start dropping, the basically you're required to roll up a human, and at least until the party levels itself out. Because what do we have? We have 2 humans and 4 elves or something like that. Let's see.
Uh,
We
yeah.
got
then we have
one,
three
two,
elves. Three elves.
3 elves, a dwarf, and 2 humans.
Yeah,
It's
I'm a
not
human.
that bad, but I prefer there to be at least one more human.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, so and another guy that I play with, Dwayne, he's in the same group. He DMs as well. Like what he does is he kind of set it up to where you can unlock playing a demi-human. So through good role play and like sticking with your characters and everything, like he uh he like kind of it's kind of like an achievement that you can unlock to where if you could roll up an elf or a dwarf. It depends. But yeah, I get what you're saying about them coming up with gonzo characters. What one thing you really have to be careful about is the splat books. I've learned that the last game I
Yeah,
ran.
that really began in 3.5 with that winged elf and the lizard man ranger.
Yeah. I mean, even in the
Did you
2E
guys call
splat
that?
book with the kits, the winged elf of Ariel or whatever. Like, I
Yeah,
know what it is.
Black
Uh,
book?
Splat book. It means optional rules, additional rules. It's basically an expansion pack to either the DM guide or the player's handbook.
Hmm.
So an example, well, we have them in the game right here. If you go into books, I don't know if you're probably using the sidebar. Go
the
into
complete
modules.
books, the complete.
Yeah, yeah. So complete barbarian's handbook, complete bard's handbook, complete book of elves, complete book of dwarves. Just a bunch of new rules. I mean, for all intents and purposes, they're cool. They have a lot of nice things in them, but some of the kits aren't really well thought out. Some are, some aren't. So I just next time I let them pick the kits, I'm going to review it on a case by case basis, and I reserve the right to reject a character build. Because yeah, it's one guy. Here's a good example: the gnomes. He made a what is it? He made a multi-class gnome thief, wizard thief. So he's got an 18 dexterity and leather armor, so that puts him at -4. Then he's got another -4 for medium creatures, medium or greater size. It's another -4. Then he's got some other bonus from the kit that knocks his AC down, yet there's no ceiling. So level 1 character, he's got a -1 AC with leather armor on against 95% of the creatures. It just wasn't well thought out. There's no cap, there's no ceiling,
Right.
Yeah.
it just wasn't well thought out. I'm looking at it and I'm going, damn, it really does say that. And it's because he had it was from the book of Halflings and Gnomes, complete book of Halflings and Gnomes. And it's part of it's a racial actual trait. So things like that you got to watch out for in those. But there is a lot of cool shit in the Splat books. I'm not going to knock them. I allow them. I would say that if you're going to use them in your game, definitely review it on a case-by-case basis, because
Back?
Yep.
yeah, you'll see me use it in the game.
So I only have 2 more kids that could have any issues tonight. So
You only have 2 more.
only 2 more.
Nice. What could go wrong?
What could go wrong? Kids.
Nice. The arm broke, the sprained ankle.
Luckily, one's
Fight.
in
Maybe
Florida.
both of them will get in a fight. Maybe you could get 2 of them getting in a fight together.
One of them lives in
Oh,
Florida, so I don't really.
Okay.
Not going to get pulled away on that one. So I only got one. My
Phone
son.
call. Yeah,
Yeah, phone call. Yeah.
that could
So,
happen.
Scoop, most of the members of your family are alive and accounted for.
At this point in time, yes.
Not all of them, but most of them.
Right. It's tenuously iffy on a couple of them at this point in time. I'm gonna send out a check-in bulletin, a bolo alert. Cats. All right, so you all have decided to make your merry way out the keep after
Correct.
sufficiently confusing
Corporal Mars.
Corporal
Corporal
Mars.
Marsk.
Yes.
There you go. I don't like the grid snap. And so make your way down, away from the keep,
Into
And
the farmlands.
to the crossroads. And travel
Yeah.
through the farmlands, yes? Actually, I'm
Yep.
going to unlock
Yes.
this token so y'all can move it.
Okay, let me pull up the overland. Oops, gotta resize this. There we go. Okay, guys. So it was northwest. Yeah, go ahead. Someone move it.
So where are we going? Over here.
Yeah, along the road. going along the road. Is this to scale?
The token to the actual
No,
scale?
no. The map.
It is.
I'm assuming it is.
Yes.
It is. Okay. Okay. You were right, babe. So it's 245 yards. Okay. I thought it was bigger than that, but
No, it's to
it's
scale.
actually good to know. Okay.
I try to make all my maps to scale.
Yeah.
I struggle with not having things to scale. It's like a pet peeve of mine.
No, I get it. I'm obsessive about it myself. So,
Well,
guys,
we're playing
what
games
we
aren't a movie, and in movies you have to suspend disbelief. So you know we can cut the maps some slack.
No way, we can't do
No.
it. Okay. Someone jogged my memory here. Wasn't there a specific farm?
Yeah, the one we're next to is where Gongland's from.
Right here, right in
Yeah.
front. Okay. I wandered over there. I moseyed over there.
So you guys are going up to the farm of Gondolin. Okay.
Correct.
I don't think you have a broad enough rimmed hat to mosey.
Yeah, I'd
don't.
have to agree with that.
Need a fedora. I need a fedora.
So I don't want to be arrogant about it, but I think Turlock and Olin probably need to make the initial introduction, even if the others are more eloquent and what have you.
Yeah.
Because we've met the dude before.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to appreciate some, 6'2" Conan-looking gentleman
And so you approach.
traipsing up.
The Chernin farm, and sure enough, you see Gunloda and his wife.
And as soon as I saw Gunloader, I bow and say, at your service, and sorry to bother you again. I'd like to introduce my new friend.
Oh, you're at a distance still. They're looks like they're picnicking under a tree.
Oh, okay. Well, I give him a wave to give him the opportunity to kind of raise the middle finger and tell us to go away because, don't want to make ourselves unwelcome.
What was that? Encounter reaction table. Is that a
As he looks
food
up
table?
at you very indifferently.
I'll take that. Let's proceed.
And so, to you, that's a good enough welcome to come hang out.
That's an invitation to recite poetry for literally hours.
Yeah, halfling.
It was an indifferent look, so hey.
Look, who's this guy?
Oh, he's
yeah,
open to
this
any
guy.
variety of poetry.
He's mildly amusing.
I think we're going to have to take an advanced poetry roll at this point.
I
An
think
advanced
you should
one,
be
eh?
Required. Yeah, no, you should be required to specialization. You should have to have two slots dedicated to that.
I don't know.
So up until this level, I've been doing poetry without any skill in it. It's been Vogon poetry.
Oh, God, yes.
That's what I'm saying. You should be required to take out specialization on that at the point.
So you are going to start reciting poetry? Like just walk up and start reciting poetry?
Well, yeah.
Is this what I'm hearing?
In a way that's complementary to the situation, the wonderful pasture, the picnic, the family time with his wife, and I'm going to compliment them, and use it as a way to introduce old acquaintances and new friends to, broker the conversation.
Lay, lady, lay under the tree.
he's like, looks to Althea and says, "This can't be good."
Hey, I rolled a success, mate.
You did roll a success. It does not
And
change the
that's
fact
bad.
that this can't be good, honey.
And you know,
They're
I
they're
whisper out to the
buttering
side
that
of-
toast up really well.
Oh
If
my
I get a chance
God.
to whisper out of the side of my mouth without her in hearing, I'll say, "Good that you're talking to your wife again."
My God.
Well, so you know, the backstory is last time we met him, he was on his own. His wife was desperately concerned about him being missing. She
Okay.
commissioned us to find him. We found him, and he
And he didn't
cursed
want to be
us
found.
because he didn't want to be found. He
Yeah.
wanted
Oh.
time away
I
from his
get it.
wife.
Yes.
Oh no.
Lord.
They got into a tiff.
See.
Yeah, he purposely lost himself in the woods. Yeah.
For
Indeed.
like days on end.
Yes. And
Very
so
good.
he wasn't indifferent when you first encountered him. In fact, he was kind of ticked that you encountered him. So
That's
this is
an
an improvement in state that he's indifferent.
So true. Anyway, I'll hand over to the more eloquent in the party to introduce our quest.
So Gunloda stands. I just sat down for lunch. Would you? Of course you would. Sit, please. Please, please. Althea, let us grab some food for them. And so him and Althea go back to the farmhouse. And within 5 minutes they return with a rather large basket filled with vegetables and assorted breads and dried meats.
Yeah, and I'd take a. There is a drumstick in there. I'm definitely taking it and eating like a pig.
And
Gnawing
yeah,
on it.
I really thank him and say, I would like to offer you some of my rations, which I will do, but they are, you know, mere soldier's food and not very appetizing. So, you know, do let me know if there's some way we can repay you for this kindness.
I have a feeling that you're about to ask a favor.
Perhaps just a little information.
And this information, is it going to involve a journey?
Almost certainly for us, but I would not ask you to join us unless that was your wish. We have heard in the area there is a strange temple or area of worship. Do you know about this?
Within the forest?
Yes. Not too far from here.
Not in this tract.
What about the cave network?
There's rumor, unsubstantiated, might I add, before I continue with what I'm about to say. But there's rumor that there lies an ancient temple on the eastern portions of this bough of woods.
Very interesting.
There's also rumor that there are a wizard's fortress, might I say? I don't know really what I could call it.
So, I can't. I'm too stupid to ask this. So somebody asked him about the priest of Tritherion if he'd seen anyone strange coming in and out of the woods. 'Cause this is where they're going. I wouldn't be diplomatic enough to ask him that.
Goodman Gunloda.
Savage.
Mayhap you have seen a priest of Tritherion that comes through these parts. It is said that he travels with his acolytes through the forest paths and heads towards these locations you spoke of.
Very good.
With an irritated look upon his face, he says, "No priest of Tritherion ventures far into the woods."
Well,
So, out of
perhaps
character, are they Tritherian or are they pretending to be Tritherian? I think they're just
pretending,
pretending.
and that's exactly why. Let's just ask him if he's seen anyone coming in and out on a regular basis.
Yeah, we could say that, you know, they feign to be priests of Tritherion when they're in
Right.
the good keep, but
Correct.
they are no priests as far as we can tell.
They would be
Yeah, they're-
recognized by the red garbs that they wear.
There you go.
Well, I'm not sure they're going to don their red garbs out in public, but, you know, they travel in some
There's 3 of
disguise.
them. There's 3 of them. It would be a group of 3 always, right? Correct. That's one constant right there. It's always the 3 of them. It's him and his
Yes.
2 bodyguards. So, yeah. So maybe just ask if he's seen 3 individuals coming by his farm into the woods on a
Well, it's
regular
down by the
basis.
boys' farm, which is 2 farms down.
Okay, down by the boys' farm. Okay, I thought it was his. So this one right here. Okay. And then they head off into here.
So, Gunloda, you haven't seen any. Have you seen anybody going into the woods on this area, heading off east here?
Anything suspicious?
Those that look out of place, yes. Perhaps 7 days ago. I lose track.
Huh.
To the south, to the southeast of here.
Barbarians nodding.
How many individuals did you see?
4.
Yes, that could fit. If we sketched a map, would you be able to show us your estimated location of the temple, as rumoured, and the wizard's lair, tower, residence?
I
Please.
would even need to sketch a map. It's rumored to be in the clearing north of the bridge, along the main way.
That's a
That's
wizard's
the
lair
cave.
or the temple.
The wizard's lair is... And he sits and thinks for a moment. You know, I've not seen it with my own eyes, but the rumor is that the rubble remains thereof in a clearing to the south of the canyon.
Canyon.
And the temple is in the clearing north of the bridge.
I mean, that-
So they say. I've led you to that area.
Yes, I was there, and thank you for doing that. I got turned around.
I saw no sign of a temple, though, on my reconnaissance that you had encumbered upon me. Only
What's the name of
cave
this
systems and various tribes of humanoids.
What is the name of the woods right here that this area? Is
You
there
know,
a name to it?
that's a good question.
It would be on the Flanace Atlas.
And this
wouldn't
party of 4 that's entering the woods, where does he think they're going?
Perhaps 7 days ago too.
Where do I think they're going? Not one to ask questions or ponder upon such
Heavy
such givings, but they definitely looked out of place.
Where was just I'm taking down notes, guys. Where was the wizard's tower supposed to be? I thought it was the eastern edge of the woods
in the Mickey
over
Mouse Valley.
in the Mickey Mouse Valley. Okay.
And then the temple.
Mickey Mouse Valley. Yeah, there you go. The Mickey
The
Mouse
temple
Valley.
located-
What's the dude's name? It's not Gondolin, is it?
Gondola?
Gondola.
Gunloda. Gunloda.
Like
Gunloda.
gun load. Like loading a gun.
It's the Gunloda, man.
Gondolin's Lost Mines of Pandora, isn't it? Which is
So I
funny.
got it in ancient structures said to exist in the valley west of the cave networks. And what was okay, so that's the wizard's tower. And then the other thing is the ruins, correct?
Yeah.
And the ruins are north of the bridge. Is that what you guys were saying?
That would be the canyon that where all the caves are at.
Yeah, the wizard's place is south of the canyon, and the tower is rumoured to be north of the bridge. Is that the right way around?
Repeat that one more time.
Wizard's place south of the canyon.
Yep.
Temple north of the bridge.
Yep.
Thank you.
So here and here. Got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course, rumoured, so we don't know it for a fact.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to make sure I got it down.
Make this a little easier on y'all.
In fact, I already had the Evil Temple one, so I don't need to do that. But I definitely took down the Wizard's Tower. And you said there was Suli's ruins in the woods right here. And here. You guys had come across before somewhere in here. Like in this area. Right? This is about like where those Suli ruins you think your estimation is that they exist.
Who you asking? The party?
Anyone. Yeah, anyone. That you came across Sul ruins, I'm just asking where is it in the eastern edge of or the western edge of the woods here, or where'd you estimate that?
So the rumoured Wizard Fortress place that you've put on there, I think is probably wrong, because that's where the caves are that we've been going to for 23 sessions or 21 sessions. So I think the...
Nope.
No, it's right. It's it's the temple that we keep hearing about, the shrine, the temple of the evil deity.
Oh,
That's
so
what
you're thinking it might be in one of the caves? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. The Wizard's Tower is in the valley right here where he's got it. I'm asking, you guys had come across Suli's ruins venturing in these woods before, where I'm lighting it up on the map. I'm just wondering where in these woods you guys ran into the Boule and all of that.
Well, hold. Okay, so here's my analysis. The bridge is here. I'm just putting it on the map, and we've just been told it's north of the temple. You know, the rumored temple. So that is in a different place to.
The temple is north of the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you've put the Wizard's Fortress in the middle of the canyons. I don't think it's right. It's got to be much further south of there.
The canyons you have been going to are here.
Oh, so
Yeah. Got it.
okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
So you're probably right then.
Suli's.
If only I'd metagamed this, I'd be so much smarter.
Nice.
So true.
Whoever had the red circle up, that was where those ruins were, where the wall collapsed.
That's what I'm asking. Yeah. So that was me. So this area right here, that's exactly what I was asking. This is where you guys found the ruins, the Sulis ruins, correct?
That's what you had said earlier. I haven't even
That's your rough estimate
That's what I'm saying.
of where
I'm asking.
the party thought that they
Yeah.
were, just
And
based
have we
on.
figured out the name of this forest yet? I can look it
Sylvan
up
Woods is the closest.
Let's just
If you look
say
on the
that it's
Flanace map, the Flanace Atlas,
yeah.
Sylvan Woods around Shale Hall, Woodson, and Whitehurst. It says Sylvan Woods.
Okay.
So I'm guessing this would be like the southern extremity of the Sylvan Woods.
Yes.
Okay. Got it. And then Sulis. Can someone spell that for me?
Seulese, if I remember correctly.
Sueloise. I'll put it in chat.
I got it.
There's Sewell or Sulouise.
Got it. Perfect. Thank you, sir.
Well,
not that Tarlock knows, but
I'd like to suggest we go to the rumoured wizard fortress, because that's a completely different area to where we've been before.
Yeah, and I mean, we're gonna following the path of the beam, so to speak. We might come across those four gentlemen. So it's in that direction. It's on the trajectory, is what I'm saying. If we're heading through the woods like so, we might run into them.
do we want to go through the woods, or do we want to take the road north to close to there? Maybe like somewhere like right around here.
So I'd like to ask you a simple question. Are you wearing a red riding hood? Because if you are, you shouldn't go through the woods tonight.
Oh, dear Lord.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Man,
well,
the hits
if
just
we
keep
go through
coming.
the woods, we're going to be like defeating ourselves. It's going to take forever to get there. We could take a shorter path, go along the road to right about here, and then investigate this area.
I agree. We should go around the road. It's going to be really slow through the forest.
Oh, I wanted to go trek through the woods. It's fine. I was hoping we'd come across. I really did, because I was hoping we'd come across those. I wanted to see where they were coming in, what path they were taking. I wanted to go in there, even if we are, making a ton of noise and going through. I would be very interested to see where these guys are going on a regular basis, like clockwork. They keep going in there, coming back, going in there, coming back, like they're reporting to somebody. So I just don't want to miss. I don't want to miss out on finding them. They haven't been back too. We're probably going to run headlong into them because it's been a few days since they've left. So
7 days, right?
Yeah. Well, he's saying that he's on. Yeah.
Maybe we should wait till we're a little bit higher level to go in there.
I'll make again, dude. Because we came in only a few sessions ago, so I'm not gonna dictate exactly where we go yet. And if it's a split decision, I'll go.
Well, we can throw it to the vote easily enough.
Yeah. I think when we get in situations like this, we vote or flip do a dice roll. Have the DM do a dice roll. So
again, Lyric is pretty neutral. She's playing her lute and flossing her teeth with a piece of grass after that fine meal.
I've thrown up a vote.
Okay, definitely the tower.
or temple? Oh, okay.
Click once for a check, click twice for a cross. It's anonymous.
Check or cross. Oh, I see.
I usually don't use it that way. I usually just give one option, you know, and have them check, but this is cool. I didn't know you could do that.
We need
Okay.
one more vote.
No, you don't. That would be Link Boy.
Oh, so it looks like we're going to the tower.
Yeah.
Link Boy, I will train you. You will get a vote one day.
Yeah, Link Boy is.
He's drinking milk, and one day he's going to grow up to be big and strong.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's
Link
so true.
Boy. Link Boy. The question is who hired Link Boy?
I did.
So
Turlock.
then, Link Boy is indecisive. He looks to Turlock
You know,
and
it's
says,
so sad.
"You're paying me." Yeah, Link Boy
Yes,
doesn't get a
but I'm
vote.
paying you to as a hireling, not as a full party member.
Yeah, he doesn't get a vote, so the checks have it.
However it is. Now, the next question is through the woods or on the road. So I'll throw that vote. There we go.
Hey, how'd mine become a? Oh shit! I turned someone's check into an X
Just click on it again.
instead of making.
You just click on it again. And then click it again. There you go. So it looks like we're taking the road. Okay, that's solved.
Close votes both ways.
Yeah. I really did want to check out those woods, but I mean, we can always go back that way. But the tower sounds interesting to me.
I don't mean to be rude, but we don't go back a long way. We usually
The
go
what
back
now?
short, direct way.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like there's definitely something to be seen in there. They keep going in there. It's obvious they're reporting to somebody.
Yeah.
Either
But we-
that or they're just taking the long way around to not be seen on the road. They're taking the long way around to go report to the demi-humans
That's
in
what
the
I think they're
network
doing.
cave. I mean, yeah, I mean, they would make sense that they're definitely don't want to be seen. They're taking the quickest route from the keep into the woods too. So they're just beelining out like this, which is a little strange to me because that's within eye shot of everybody at the keep. It's just strange to me that if they're trying to avoid being seen, that they would cross in like that right at that specific junction right there. They're just, I mean, what do we got here? 730 yards from the keep. They're just passing right through the farm, right into the forest right there. Right in eye shot of all the soldiers and the corporal and everybody else. It's like maybe they've gotten cocky. They've been kicking everybody's ass, or their team has been kicking everybody's ass for so long. They just don't even try anymore. This battle's already won in their eyes. They're just slowly picking this place off. It's slowly dying. Cancer is rotting this entire area.
Wow.
The keep. We can turn it round. We can
More
do
of
it.
us
Sheer
than
the sheer power of poetry.
we can do it. Well, my diplomatic skills aren't very
Poetry and music.
very strong.
I'm sure the pen is mightier than the sword. Particularly in the case of my sword, which isn't mighty at all.
I'll test that theory.
Well, let's go.
Okay, well, I guess we thanks for the picnic. What's his name? Gunloda?
Galota, Ranger.
Seems that I got off easy this time.
Well, of course, you're welcome to join us if you like some adventure or maybe a break. And I wink to him when I say the word break.
Ask if his wife would like to come along.
You get a very scowling look from both his wife and Gunloda.
And there I thought I was subtle.
What by chance do you mean by that, lad?
Oh boy.
Oh,
no.
sorry, that was an aside out of character. I should have said.
No, that's to Kiona. Koana.
I'm just turning my back and walking away.
And I pick up on it and say, I don't mind him. He's a man of few words.
Poorly chosen. Few words.
Arr.
I agree, but he's, sensitive in his own way, and
With
Can
that,
create-
he starts to
can-
laugh a little.
and can create a moment of levity and humour.
Arr.
Hmm.
Arr. I don't know how to play a dumb character. It's too hard. It's hard.
And with
I'm
that, they bid you
milking my
farewell.
intelligence of 13 and charisma of 12 as
Never,
much as I
ever
can.
Played like an orc or any of that. Yeah. Well, Kawana's reasonably intelligent.
Yeah, he's not dumb, and he's wise.
No,
So
yeah,
he
he's
would
very
be very,
wise,
very
yeah.
self-aware of what his comments would mean.
just not. Yeah, well, he's just not very cultured.
He just
But he's
speaks
not
a
cultured.
different language.
And remember, this
Right.
is 2E. Anything above 10 is really quite exceptional.
Oh yeah.
So, 12 or 13 is pretty good.
Anything above
Yep.
9.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
9 is base.
Yep.
So
I've got exceptional wisdom.
indeed.
Well, let's do it, guys. Let's. I mean, we're not going to bring Gunloda with us or ask him to go with us. We're definitely not going to do it now after
Well,
that
his-
comment.
Yeah.
Right?
So
Well, his wife is sitting right there too. She doesn't
Yeah.
want him to leave again.
let's hit the road, Jack.
Just as we go, I'll quote a little bit of poetry. The brave ranger. He bravely stayed at home. He bravely, stayed with his wife. That kind of thing.
It worked.
I'll lay on the compliments in the appropriate way.
Is there a chicken leg that I can grab on my way out? The picnic basket's still there.
No, it's hardtack meat.
Okay, can I grab another piece of that?
Yeah.
And as I leave, I'll give the farmer a little wink because I know the situation he's in.
Yeah, because they look like they're happy together at this point. Unlike the last time that you encountered the couple.
Is he human?
Yes.
Okay.
I really wish I could give them a gift, but I don't want to be insulting in doing it, and it's really difficult to judge the culture here.
I was actually thinking the same thing, and Lyric wants to give the wife her vial of perfume as a parting gift.
Yeah, I think that would be cool. But I was thinking a bar of soap, and in some cultures, if you give
bar
someone a
of
bar of soap,
soap.
well, no, seriously, if in some cultures that would be really insulting, in other cultures that would be a real luxury. So I just
Right.
have no sense of where we are here.
That's
I think
true.
in
It would not
every
be
culture,
insulting.
giving someone a bar of soap that is not like your child or your
But-
parent is going to be viewed as rude.
It's,
Having a
Hey
luxurious
man,
bar of soap.
use
Well,
this.
except where it is a luxury.
Exactly.
soap is
Yeah.
common.
No, it depends. Depends where you are. Yeah.
Around the keep, soap is common. And
Well,
yeah, well, you just have to try it out if you wanted to.
I mean, perfume. A gift of perfume is never rude. I don't think.
Yeah,
So
go for that.
we're-
I'll step back on
Yeah.
the soap idea.
So you're
Yeah.
going
And
to.
I'm thinking a pair of goblin ears probably won't go down very well either.
No, that wouldn't go.
pair of
down.
I have-
goblin ears, that's 50 gold.
Oh. I have some lovely rose scented perfume that you might like, just as an exchange for your hospitality. As Lyric says to I don't know what her name is, but the wife. Would you like it?
Her name's Althea.
Althea.
Indeed. Gunloda here doesn't bear gifts like this often enough. Winking at him. And she
Well, perhaps.
accepts your gift.
Yeah. Perhaps he will in future. He just needed somebody to show him how it's done.
Zoe, come here.
As you see a faint blush across Gunloda's face.
Come on.
Excellent timing. Well done.
And you can almost sense an excitement in his eyes to smell the fragrance on his bride.
Well, guys, I think we should get out of here.
Sounds good.
Gunloda says, yes, you should now. As he winks at you, Uncle Olin. The poetry and perfume, perfect parting gift.
Now, I throw a sonnet about young lovers in the pasture in a perfect world with beautiful skies.
I'm loving it.
So these two, you would know they're in their probably mid 40s.
That's young for me, mate.
Okay, so shall you move on?
Yeah.
You all have the driver's steering wheel.
Go ahead, guys. I'm just riding right now.
Going back to the main road.
Yeah, we're gonna take the main road all the way to the bridge, and I'm assuming once we get to the bridge, we're gonna cut across like this.
Not really fast.
Yeah, sounds good, because that's a good reference point. Yep.
Hmm.
I've got my map zoomed out so far. It looks like a toothpick moving.
Yeah.
We're going up to the bridge.
Yes. Correct.
And then we go
On
left.
the bridge. You go left. Right here.
We have to go west.
So whoever has the best let's look at your sheets. Koana,
Yes, sir.
give me a wisdom.
You got it.
As you guys hit the bridge, in the distance to the north, maybe 600 yards or so, you spy briefly 3 bodies moving through this area here,
Hmm. Interesting.
heading north.
3, huh?
Human? Can I tell from this distance?
You can't tell from this
Any
distance, and it looks like there are at least a couple other bipedal creatures in tow.
in tow with them? Okay.
You've only noticed it for a brief moment, though.
Sorry to ask, I was AFK. Where are they? Sorry.
North, about 600 yards of the bridge in this direction.
Well, we could step off the road into the edge
Yeah.
of the forest and just
Yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah, I would say that I can kind of stop and tell everybody, I'll hold up my hand and kind of gesture to the rest of the group to get off the road and stay low. And then I'll proceed to do exactly that.
Okay, so we're just gonna walk along the tree line, right? Oops.
We'll get over on
Right
this
here?
side of the road,
I'm
I would say,
mounted.
on this tree line.
I'm assuming I'm mounted.
Yeah, you all are with your wagons and stuff.
I did not know that.
Oh.
I did not know that. I thought we were walking. Thank you, Andy, for letting me know that. Okay, well, in that case, they're not looking in our direction. They're just proceeding north.
You have no clue at
Are
this
they
point.
heading up?
Like I said, you saw a brief glimpse of what you recognized as at least 3 humanoid bodies
Yeah.
with at
What
least
time?
a couple other
Bipedal.
bipedal creatures in tow.
What time is it right now?
Oh, at this point in time, it is 2 o'clock ish, past noon.
What's the weather like? Is it cloudy, overcast?
It is a nice strong wind blowing from the north.
Okay. Okay.
So
Alright.
I think we should head to the tree line. I'm going to drop a copper piece on the road, and then head to the tree line, the nearest tree line, which is a little bit like northwest of where we are.
I'm sorry, Misery. You said you were going to drop a copper piece on the road?
Yeah.
Why?
Well,
Pardon if I'm dense, but
so my logic there is, if someone comes down, they're going to pause a moment, pick it up, and
nice.
give us
I
a
get it.
little moment to observe
I
things.
get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, that's great. Okay,
Weren't
well,
they moving away from us?
Thank you.
that's what I was asking.
Yeah, you saw them, they're heading north.
Yeah, I don't expect them to follow, and I can, I'm not worried about a copper piece, but it's just a little insurance policy if we retreat to the tree line and wait. Maybe it just buys us a moment.
And we have a wagon, so
Where do
we
we
have our
want?
wagon.
Yeah, where
and,
we want to leave the wagon?
and remind me again, because I don't have it in my inventory, and I'm going to finish doing that right now. What do I have a mount?
I don't think Lyric has a mount.
I don't think I have
Lyric
one
does
either.
not have a mount.
Yeah,
That's
I don't
for
have one
certain.
either.
I think it's one wagon between us, so it's not special. Wagons tend to move pretty slowly at kind of walking pace.
Right, but what? How much? We have
Does
two.
Furlock has a mount.
We
I have
Turlock
a
has a
two.
mount. Uncle Olin had a mount.
Ooh, do I?
Odin's got a,
Doden didn't buy them
Odin's
all.
got a pony and a donkey.
Yeah, I don't think I've got one in my inventory, so I may have lost it.
Are you
That
Isn't
Yeah,
it your
so
wagon?
let me
that
know, I mean-
river is this river crossable?
Well,
It
this is
is
my
fordable.
wagon, fine, but it's not in my inventory. You know, I always like to have a mule or a pony, but I don't see one, so you're going to have to
Okay,
remind
so
me.
I'm gonna take note of this right now, so I don't have to wonder again. We have a wagon, and what do we have? 2 mules pulling the wagon, or a mule
So if you look
pulling
at
the
the
wagon?
cargo tab, you'll see
On
that
the
you
party
have a
sheet.
wagon that Uncle Owen is the owner of.
Okay.
Yeah,
Uncle
yeah,
Owen
yeah.
has a wagon with a mule that pulls the wagon around, and Uncle Owen typically rides the wagon.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, gotcha. And just for your information, the mule is called Eddie Van Halen.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh,
that
nice.
is right. And
Very, very good.
if you all look on, is it notes? No.
Where's the cargo?
I may not have noted that in this campaign, so sorry if I sprung that on you, DM.
That's
Important
okay.
detail.
It's right here. See it where it says wagon? It's
Yeah.
just the UI.
Yeah,
So,
but it's known that you have the wagon. Turlock has a warhorse, and Turlock's warhorse is in his inventory.
And I'm disappointed that I haven't been instantly granted the jump spell once a week.
Yeah, that is a disappointment, is it not?
okay, so Turlock's got a nice warhorse, which makes sense. We have a wagon, and we have what's pulling the wagon? 2 mules? Mule?
I think a single mule.
Eddie,
Okay.
Eddie's
Eddie.
pulling it.
Yes,
Eddie the mule.
Eddie the mule.
Eddie Ben.
Eddie Van Halen. So those are the only. So no one else has mounts.
Nope. Thodin's riding on a pony, and he has a mule.
Yeah, the mule and the wagon will move pretty slowly, and
Yeah.
a walking party can keep up, probably outpace that very easily.
Gotcha. Okay, let's get off the road. I mean, I didn't know we had this much equipment with us, but
That
Start
wagon
cutting
is
across.
loaded with food.
Yeah, every time you guys go to these cave systems, they end up setting up camp
I
in
won't
this
forget
area
that.
here.
yeah, just wasn't
Off the
aware 'cause I
road.
can't- Yeah. that we had the wagon.
As I said, we have rations, which is great for soldiers, but not great for lovers.
Yep.
Yeah, we have. Okay, so let's. We were gonna cut across here anyways, and Laura, what were you saying?
Oh,
If we-
just wondering how deep this stream is, like how long across. For across.
You're not going to get a wagon across it.
You could ride the horses across, but
You'd
not.
have to find an area to be able to cross. Typically, what you all have been doing is coming in across the bridge and then going up the north side of the ravine
I see.
and going in.
What's the travel look like coming through along the side right here?
Hey, we're going to the Wizard's Fortress, not to the Rumored Temple. Let's not get sidetracked.
I'm sorry. I thought that was where I was pointing. I totally thought that I'm zoomed in. Thought
Yeah,
that's where I was
we're
pointing.
going here with the
Oh, yeah.
big black arrow.
Yeah,
Right.
that's what I meant to point at. I was zoomed in so high I didn't even, or so close I didn't even see
So from just south of the bridge, we can go there without worrying about the river.
that. Sounds good. Yeah,
Stream,
that's what I thought
whatever
I
it
was
is.
pointing
Sorry.
at. Yeah, we're gonna have to. We'll have to cut through right there.
Well, we don't want to follow those other guys.
I don't know. I agree with Olin. I wanted to beeline it for there, but I was just zoomed in on the wrong part of the map. Those 2 valleys.
No worries, I'm easily confused.
It's those two. Well, the 2 valleys. When you zoom in, it's hard to distinguish.
I could have sworn for the last 23 sessions that we've been visiting this southern place, and I've just learned we were visiting the northern place, so
Yeah,
don't
you-
regret it.
that is funny. Yeah, you guys have been typically hitting here, and so here is the canyon. You can see
always
by the
wondered about
gradients
this.
on it. If you scroll,
Yeah,
in, you
I can see that. But we
Mhm.
tend to switch to the more detailed map, so I've just never kind of correlated them in my head.
Yeah,
The pins are great. The investigator or the world builder pins that you're dropping, those are perfect, man.
yeah.
So, I mean, we're going through there with a wagon. I mean, what does the road look like right here where we're cutting across?
You're not taking the
This is-
wagon through there. It's non-travelable
Okay,
by
wagon
wagon.
that's what I
here.
thought.
You're
Yep.
at best
We tend
horses are going to be very difficult to traverse through there as well.
Can we conceal it? Are these woods thick enough to where that we can kind of keep the wagon hidden in there?
Yeah, we always do that, and I've got a what's the name of the dude that supports Olin? He kind of
Bursk?
carries his stuff. Yeah, Bursk. He's like a bag of holding on legs. He's brilliant.
Yeah, if
It's
you
not
click
died
on
yet.
Bursk on the cargo tab, you'll see what he has on his possession.
Let me look at that. Starting to learn this now.
It's not really carrying much.
I have a question. If we're going towards the tower, we're going to leave our wagon near the road and our mount, correct?
Mhm. Yeah, that
Yes,
was the plan.
yes, we
Would
do
that be
that.
wise with that party up ahead so close?
We live dangerously.
I'm not so sure. I mean, I want to wait a little while to see where they go. If they just keep going up the road, when they're out of shot or eyesight,
Well, they've been
I
out
would
of
like to try
eyesight
to-
within seconds of you spotting them. I mean,
Okay,
you
they're
saw the
quite a way
glimpse
up,
of
yeah.
them.
Right.
It
Okay,
could be
well,
anybody. It could be,
kind of, it's weird that I don't think
merchants
so.
or
I mean,
pilgrims
they
or
can't. Not from there.
They weren't on the
popped out
road. They were
right-
off on the side of the.
Yeah, they popped out from the valley of the cave network right there, and they had a couple bipedal creatures with them. So, but as long as they're going north, that's fine with me. My only concern is like what Andy was saying. I don't really want to leave everything out in the open. So the better we can conceal this stuff, the happier I will be. And that's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah, so you should be able to pull things off the side of the road into a clearing and.
Get the mule and the warhorse and everybody. Okay,
Totally feasible.
let's do it. Let's cut across. About 2 o'clock.
So we're gonna
right
come
now.
back over the bridge this way, south.
Yeah, yeah.
Head west. Take
Yeah.
out the wizard. What could go wrong?
Oh, absolutely everything, and that's the beauty of it. So this looks like a good spot, like right in this, not too deep in, but deep enough to where it's going to be obfuscated from anybody coming from the road.
Hmm.
So I would say right about here, Scoot, is where we want to conceal the wagon.
You're not going to get the wagon up into that area. At
Okay.
best, you're going to get the wagon into this area. It gets really thick, and you'd have to trailblaze.
Okay.
You'd be
can we-
chopping.
can I
You'd be
leave-
chopping through trees and stuff to just fit a wagon through there.
Okay, can we at least get it to a point where it's reasonably concealed?
Oh yeah.
People passing by on the road. Okay, that's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And then we will make our way west through these the woods. I don't know what tree, are they oaks or pines or
It's oak hickory.
make our way through the oak.
Olin
hickory
smells the trees, and he seems to rise, in stature. And the poetry just flows from him about nature as a result.
Yeah, I get it. We live in Oak Grove, so
So you
Oaks are
climb
great.
up the cliff, or the very, very steeply rising hillside. And as you get to the top, you see a giant clearing.
Mhm.
This whole area, encompassing the everything except the jawline of Mickey Mouse, is relatively flat.
Yeah, yeah. Do I see it? Can we get a fic on any type of structure down there? Can I see a tower? Can we see a
Well,
fortress?
there's no tower.
Anything down?
No,
No,
not from
yeah.
your
no,
proximity.
no building of any kind. Because even something that was like 10 feet high, you'd be able to see
Oh
a
no,
mile or
there's
two
nothing.
away.
No.
It's
Huh.
somewhere in here.
If it was a
it's
wizard's
not-
tower, would it be able to seen in daylight?
That's
Perhaps
true.
it's
Also,
No, he
yeah,
said it was a
might be some
fortress.
kind of gleamer.
Rumors of a
fortress.
ancient wizard's fortress.
Could be in the side of the hills. How high are these hills, like that I'm pointing at right here? What's the how high?
So
Around the
essentially,
perimeter.
this whole area in this light green is rolling flat. I mean, it's not like it's
Mhm.
level; it's
Right.
rolling flat land up
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
like it's
I
a
get it.
plateau.
Mm-hmm.
You have a drop here of about 100 feet.
Okay. Okay.
Coming in, you climbed about 100 feet or so to get to that point.
Got it. I'm getting a vision here.
So across here,
It's
it's essentially flat, but it's rolling. So there could be things that you just aren't capable of seeing because of
exactly.
dips.
Yep. I get it. I totally get it. It's somewhere in here, guys. We just need to let's get down in there and get a better view. Okay, well, we'll just proceed in.
Where do we want to
You can
start?
take it and do, babe. Why don't you take it?
Well,
So I would also, do I sense any immediate danger
No,
in here? Does anything feel off? Okay.
no. In fact, you even hear birds chirping.
Yeah.
As you approach this area where you're at currently, you see what appears to be the remnants of a collapsed structure.
Hmm. Distance.
Right in the area where you're at, essentially.
Okay, so I popped over we popped over a knoll, right, and I'm standing 20, 30 feet away from a ruined fortress.
can we?
Ruins.
Is it
It essentially
ruins
looks
of
about
what
the
type of
size
building?
of about the half the size of the keep.
Yeah, this is our query, guys. Any signs of life?
It's overgrown with moss and all kinds of vegetation. There's nothing been here from your perspective in quite some time.
Okay, and there's
It's
no
literally
trees.
flattened.
Right. There's no trees, anything around here. It's just like rolling hills. Okay.
Almost as if it's kind of collapsed in on itself. Not like it's weathered over time and has collapsed,
Mhm.
but as if
Mhm.
something sucked it like in
There's something under.
to itself.
Yeah, somebody's
Something
spell
underneath.
misfired. What?
I don't know. I mean, it's like there's something underneath the ground there.
It could be that, yeah. Or somebody literally like some type of spell mishap.
I mean, can we just poke around the rubble for a bit and see if there's anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should search the area very well.
Yeah, definitely. My homeland is the plains. So I get some benefits to tracking, survival, surprise, hiding,
Okay.
and animal lore. But I don't know how much that will apply in this situation. If I think of something, I'll let you know. Clear it with you, of course.
There you go. Marked on the map.
Okay. There might be more of these ruins in this area. You know, there might be more. This whole valley might have been at one time inhabited. We might find other structures here. So this is about half the size of the keep.
Which
this,
is
this
huge.
collapsed
That's
fortress
huge.
here is half the size of the keep.
Okay, then I'd say
As if it
then
were
this,
sucked in, like I said, upon itself.
But that's
Yeah,
really big,
like-
so we
Yeah.
won't find places like this around the place, I'm sure.
I agree. Yeah, I take back what I said. Yeah, this is
You notice
very
from here as
likely-
well, you have a pretty good vantage point of the road from here.
mhm. Yeah, we can see anything. Do we see, like, scanning over at the road, do we see any people passing on the road
No,
presently? Okay.
nothing at all. It's been like that for days as well.
Yeah, I think people are kind of catching on to stay the hell away from this area.
Let's investigate
Either
this
that or-
this structure.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna, pick through and thoroughly search the area for anything out of the ordinary, especially any type of trap door, substructure, or entrance to substructure, anything out of the ordinary.
I'm looking for like holes in the ground, like what goes down. Also, like how high is the rubble in the highest point? Is it eye level or below eye?
Did you say thigh level?
Yeah.
I'd say probably at the highest point, yeah, maybe thigh level. Like I said, it looks like it was
Okay.
collapsed on top of itself, like just
Look at
flattened.
imploded.
Uncle Olin says, "Who's being sizes here?"
Pippy. Very pippy. Okay, let's do it. We're gonna search around. Do we see
Searching.
anything out of the ordinary besides the imploded fortress in front of us?
So looking at the ruins themselves, or looking around outside and surveying the
Yeah,
area?
scanning the entire area. I'm gonna be walking through the ruins, like I was saying, looking for anything, any type of substructure, entrance, anything
Yeah, me too.
out of the ordinary.
Yeah, I think
Give me
we
some-
all
Give me
are.
some wisdom throws in the tower.
Okay.
What do we roll for a wisdom? D20?
Just roll
You
the,
take
You'll
grab
take
your-
the D20 on the wisdom on your first
Main tab.
page of your character sheet.
Drag that
In your
wisdom.
abilities, there's like a D20 token.
Yeah.
If you grab that D20 with your
And put it in the tower.
you could
Yeah.
just double. I don't know if you double click if it'll throw it in the tower.
Well, I didn't even get to see what it is, right?
No, you don't. That's the point of throwing it in the tower. That way you can't
So,
meta it.
a lot of you are like just drawn to a sound that's coming from almost the central place in this rubble, in this collapsed structure. It sounds as like a whispering, beckoning.
Are my spider senses tingling?
No, your spider senses are not tingling.
Okay.
You pass it off as if it's the wind blowing against something making a noise.
No, I'm gonna try to locate this.
Lyric takes off her hat and listens very, very hard to see if she can better understand what this noise is, where it's coming
You
from.
come to the same kind of conclusion that there's wind blowing across something causing this sound. And it is quite breezy. But it's definitely coming from the central area of this collapsed structure.
Uncle Olin will, scratch his chin and tilt his head and kind of try to figure it out.
What are you trying to figure out?
Well, is there any natural reason why this sound may be happening?
So you investigate the surrounding area from where you've kind of identified the location. And it seems that there's something hollowed out underneath this rubble mass.
Interesting.
Okay. We try to
And
move
I will
some of the
share that
rubble.
with the party.
Yep. Maybe we can try to move some of the rubble around that area.
Yeah. Good idea.
Is it heavy? Like bricks?
It's very
Stone.
large stone.
The barbarian's gonna take a crack at it. If it's feasible.
It's feasible to start to move stuff around.
Yeah, I definitely am going to do that.
If we need to in order to find this.
So what is
Yeah.
everybody
hollowed out
doing?
area.
So I'm trying to locate this. Going off of what Uncle Owen and Lyric have just said, I'm gonna try to move this rubble out of the way and try to locate where it's coming from.
Whereas Uncle Olin is looking around for danger, combing his hair, making sure he looks good the inevitable encounter.
Yep,
I mean, Lyric's doing the same, combing her hair. Yes,
makeup.
applying some rouge.
You guys are useless.
Hey, Lyric, that's proper advanced. You're going to have to help Olin out with that.
Turlock, what are you doing?
Turlock will unsheath his bastard sword and head in the direction of the noise.
And Thodan.
I'll be more on the periphery with my, just listening with my crossbow in my hand and see if I can sort out what's going on.
Throw me a wisdom in the tower, Thodan.
Crossbow. I didn't know you had a crossbow. Nice. Heavy crossbow or light?
I'm a light crossbow guy.
Yeah, smart. You don't want to wait 2 rounds to make a single attack, trust me. Do know
out of
that.
character, despite my nonchalance about surprise. I've got a very good surprise roll, so please take it into account.
We will, for sure.
Did I grab my charisma versus my wisdom? I think I did.
It doesn't matter.
Forgot I picked up a blowgun.
Odin will look at the group and say, I would be mindful about digging without someone making sure what you're standing on is sound.
I'll take that under advisement.
Yep. Maybe we should back up a little bit.
Yeah, I'll definitely back up.
Or
So-
Baron's gonna back off the rubble.
Cohen's not backing off the rubble?
No, he is backing off the rubble.
Okay.
Like a giant sinkhole.
Yeah.
Do we have a dwarf or a gnome?
That was the dwarf.
That was the dwarf.
Ah, okay. Well, take it away, dwarf.
You have Stonecraft. Odin, Stonecraft.
Hobbits kind of understand structures underground as well a bit.
I'm no hobbit. I'm a halfling because I have
Because
rights issues to deal with.
you have what?
Copyright issue to deal with.
Hobbit, yes.
Copyright.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sorry, halfling. You still grew up in a hovel, damn it.
I love that. Halfling.
Well,
I want to know.
Odin will spend some time looking around the periphery to see if we can find a weak point or an entry point that we can use to,
Yeah.
begin to pry the lid off this can.
All right, throw me another wisdom.
I can actually grab my wisdom this time.
Maybe get some rope ready, whoever has.
Yeah, we will. And the dwarf is definitely the right choice. For
You
this.
definitely can see, and you definitely are capable of finding a strategic way to pull this structure apart in order to get to the point that it seems that the party wants to get to. You estimate that it's going to take probably about 6 to 8 hours worth of work to do.
I joyfully share that with the group.
Yeah,
I should have whispered
and
that to you, damn it.
It's okay.
I
I
failed.
would have paraphrased it anyway.
Yeah,
I
and
cheer
we're
the
gonna-
dwarf on and say, "Go for it, dwarf. I'm behind you,
Work.
short of actual help."
So I'm 100% willing to help him clear this stuff away. But I'd say we kind of set up a rudimentary camp and kind of keep watch, keep a weary eye on our surroundings, take turns, and start clearing this shit away.
Oh, 100%. I say, Thodan, here, have some extra rations. You clearly need the energy.
You're gonna need it.
I'm assuming my estimate of 6 hours was not Thoden working alone. It was
Ah.
the group working to remove this rubble.
Your estimate of
That may well
of
have been your
6
estimate.
to 8
but
hours
we're
was,
100% behind you digging.
was with 5 people working on this simultaneously.
Ah,
Okay.
If you estimated a single person working on this or a dwarf, you're figuring about 3 days.
Yeah.
And we're 100% behind that.
Uncle Owen's on a little mini vacation now, working on his tan.
Oh yeah, he will be chronicling this in poetry and verse.
from a nice high perch somewhere.
So I'm gonna take a walk up to Turlock.
So there's 10 of us, right? Uncle Owen, Turlock, Foden, Lyric, Link Boy, Guana, Folan, Hercati, Prath, and Eredish. So if we put
Folwyn would be back at the keep.
okay, there's 9 of us here. Why is Folan keep?
And Uncle Olin will offer the retainers, tens of copper pieces to dig.
Tens of copper pieces.
Super generous.
His
Lots of
generosity
shiny
knows
metal.
no bounds.
Yeah.
Right, but
lots
if we
of shiny metal.
post, there's 9 of us, right? So if we post 3 guards, 6 of us can start hacking away at this.
Yeah, and
Let's
so
go.
basically, so basically I'm gonna gather. Kawana kind of summons everybody up, huddle around him, and I'm gonna inform the party that I have a feeling that we're being watched. I just don't know by what or where, but be on your guard.
Oh.
These hills have eyes.
Uncle Olin immediately volunteers to take watch.
Olin, you are incredible.
Well,
You're on fire tonight, man.
Lyric only has.
You're on
I
fire.
know.
He's on fire.
Oh shit.
Give this man a copper for each joke that he tells.
He was serious.
I'm gonna break this
Love
down
it.
I'm gonna create trade coins, which are worth like 10 of them equal a copper, so that you can just tip them low.
Yeah, 1/10 of a copper. That is perfect. We need to create a new currency for this game.
Trade coin.
Yeah.
So I have a bad feeling here, guys. I mean, these hills definitely have eyes. My instincts are pretty honed in this matter, so I would take heed. I just don't know from where or from what, but I just have a feeling that we are definitely being watched.
Okay.
So I would. It's probably about 2:30 with all the fucking around we've been doing. I would say that we definitely.
So it's gonna be 8:30 by the time we clear it away, and
It's
then
gonna be more. It's gonna be
nighttime.
more than that. Yeah. Yeah, you're right, because it's gonna be 6 to 8 hours clearing it. Yeah, we're gonna be clearing it right into the dark. What month? Here, let me see here. Yeah, Kawana's got a definitely. When I say that to you guys, it's kind of with urgency. You can tell that I have a bad feeling.
Okay, well, I guess we shouldn't ignore that.
We are in close proximity to the network of caves. I wouldn't put it past a scouting party or something.
Well,
To the north.
we're some distance. They could get here in hours if they'd seen us, and maybe they did because we saw these folks on the trail.
Yeah, it could be anything.
It's not guaranteed.
Yeah, not at all, but many different things could be bad. Many different things could be wrong. Okay, so I'm gonna help Dodan. I'm pretty strong. Start clearing this away.
Yeah, let's get Turlock and Hercati and Froth and Kurdish and me, and let's start moving.
Is there, before we start doing this, if we need to get out of here in a hurry, or we need to post up and defend ourselves, can we use this structure to our advantage for cover? And some type, you said it was only thigh high. I suppose, man, if we get laid upon by a bunch of fuckers, we can like kind of use this structure to our advantage It's either that or we're running for the hills. Literally.
Yeah, but it's a long run through the. Well, I
Yeah,
guess
I
it's-
think generally speaking, they're going to outrun us. So we either fight or hide.
Right. There's not very. I mean, we could hide in the lowlands in here, but let's just see what happens. We're going to gamble with this. Let's just start clearing it away.
Okay, Lyric will help too. Her strength is pretty low, but she'll help with some of the smaller pieces.
When the woman tries to come up and help, the barbarian kind of away.
And Olin, starts to say in song and poetry, the party is strong. They work so long. They shun the woman, but that is foolish, because they toil for so long.
Yes.
It will take them so many times to work the land and the stone before they hurt their flesh and bone.
So when Olin is saying this, my head is, during the course of him saying that entire poem right there, his head is slowly turning back to the halfling with a look of like what the fuck? What the fuck look on his face. Slowly turning his
Failure
head.
by one after that masterpiece. It's just terrible.
Slowly. It's like a slow head turn. Like he was clearing rocks away and the halfling is reciting that and he's just slowly turning his head back at him with like this look of.
But I can get why I was at a malice there, because frankly he's sitting back reciting poetry while you're working,
That's exactly why. Yeah. Well, that and he doesn't understand your poetry at all.
But I'd like a few experience points for my original poetry.
You deserve a tenth of a copper for that, for sure.
Yeah, and I would take that.
A copper.
I will take that.
I expect to see that next time we come into the game, the new currency type.
You don't even have to wait.
You've already done it.
We're gonna have trade coins here.
That is awesome.
Oh,
So after
shit.
Kawana tells me that because I'm a woman I can't help, I defiantly work furiously, even doubly hard, moving.
Yeah.
Yes.
The barbarian is impressed by the woman's tenacity.
So I was born in a county in England called Yorkshire, which is interesting. Monty Python, The Meaning of Life,
Yep.
opening scene, described it as the third world, which is apt. But equally, in 2016, we had more Olympic gold medal winners or medal winners than Australia, as a small county in a small country. So it's kind of a funny thing.
What's that road called in York? The Shambles?
Yeah, in York there's a little place, a few little streets called the Shambles. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been to York. I've been to the Shambles and York Minster.
Nice.
It's a funny place.
Yeah, I've never been to Europe at all.
My house in the UK, in England, is older than your country. It was built in 1447.
Holy shit!
You have a house.
Are you like Are you a duke?
No. I just
An earl? A sir? Are we addressing you improperly?
No. In the UK, it's just hard to come by, property, and mine's an old one.
Wow.
1400s. That's
Yep,
incredible.
1447. There's beams in the house that are dated to 1316 from the Armada.
Holy shit!
Oh my god.
Unbelievable. Wow. Where in
Yeah.
York?
Yeah, it's a little bit before the Armada fleet. King Henry and the Tudors fleets.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, so Yorkshire
So-
is northern England. Okay.
Oh no,
The
no,
White
my house
Rose.
isn't in Yorkshire. It's further south in the UK, a couple of hundred miles.
Okay.
The White Rose of York.
Yeah, Yorkshire
really
were the,
cool.
the losers in the
Well, originally the winners,
War
'cause
of the
there was
Roses.
Edward the
War of the Roses.
Fourth. Edward the Fourth, and then Edward the Fifth. But Edward the Fifth was the boy in the tower, supposedly snuffed out by his uncle Richard the Third.
Yeah, the whole Henry VIII dynasty came down through the Lancastrians,
Right.
the Tudors.
Well, because he married Elizabeth, Henry Tudor, and married Elizabeth of York, Edward the Fourth's daughter.
So guys, Turlock has this
Hold on a
agitated
second.
look on her
no,
Hold
sorry.
on a
Yeah,
second.
let's get back to the game.
Hold on a second, Kawana. Give me 1 second.
I was actually enjoying the history lesson there.
I know too much history.
You're like my brother. He's really into it. What is this?
Supposedly, I'm related to the Plantagenets through an illegitimate daughter. Edward the Third is my 23rd great grandfather.
Oh wow.
So,
That's cool. Did I do that correctly? That was a manual roll.
It's on my
Did-
mom's
did I-
side, of course.
you did do it correctly.
Anything that's interesting or related to nobility is on my mom's side.
It's on your mom. Yeah. So with that manual roll, you just click the button, roll, and that's it.
Yep.
How do you do it in the tower?
I didn't have it set to be a hidden roll on accident.
Oh, but
before
you
I sent-
can set it.
So if I
to
did
that. Okay,
like
cool.
this one here that I just sent you, would be in the tower.
Yeah. Oh, really cool. And that's that manual dice roll option.
Requested rolls. It's an add-on.
Request. Okay. I'll have to check that out.
I think it only supposed to work in 5e, but I think I got it to work
It works.
in
Yeah.
2e.
hmm I don't see why it wouldn't. It's kind of a core thing. It's just dice rolls, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't think it would matter the rule set. Yeah. Kawana is extremely agitated. You can see that. You can see that he is very agitated. He draws he draws a spear. Stops digging, draws a spear, and looks at everybody and says, "Be on your guard. Something approaches."
All right, crossbow is loaded.
Uncle Olin looks pretty relaxed. He's
Like
leaning back against a tree, reciting poetry. Winks to the others. Oh, it's pretty cool around here.
Olin is taking this.
Lyric, I tossed you a. There you go. Okay. The rest of you kind of are just like, what? But Thodan.
What the hell are we doing out here in the middle of this desert? We need help. We're in bat country.
I will tell the, and
What was that, buddy?
1 second.
No worries.
I will. I'll tell the group to. Hey, the pile's moving. Something might be coming out of this pile, or the pile might be going in.
The pile, you should get some ointment for that.
Get off.
The pile is collapsing?
The piles that we were
The pile is moving.
Moving
So we
in.
need to get off the pile.
Yeah, get off.
Okay. Lyric's definitely gonna tumble away.
So the rocks are shifting around and everything. I'm just trying to get a
Exactly.
visual here.
The pile is moving in an unnatural way.
In an unnatural
Rodin
way.
is very bothered by this, and he's telling everyone to get off.
Yeah. And what time are we looking at here? Is it dusk, night?
It's so it's roughly what would be the equivalent of our July. And so
Okay, so
so it's still daylight, and there's going to be daylight for several more, a couple few more hours at least.
Got it.
I will step behind the tree that I've been
We're in
lounging
reaping.
against to obscure myself.
We're in reaping right now. Yeah. That's when our game takes place, Scoot. The other game. Reaping.
So you all start to
All right.
move back.
Absolutely.
How far back?
Always listen to the dwarf in when it comes to things of stone.
How far back?
Sling range.
Like 20 feet. 20 feet back.
As you're starting to move back, the rubble starts to rise in the area that you were working. You see that the ground below is starting to take form. What do you do?
What form is it taking?
You can't really tell, but it's starting to become a bigger mass.
Hide behind a tree.
Yeah, we've already we have established that with Uncle Olin for sure.
Oh, it is behind the tree.
Is there trees here?
I
That's
just
what
want
was
to be
asking
clear.
earlier.
There's
one tree for
scattered
Uncle Olin.
trees.
There's scattered trees. Back up a little bit, but I don't want to bell just yet. I want to see what this thing is. I'm not going to run for the hills, literally, but I want to stay, obviously far enough away from it.
You're going to make me recite some poetry in a minute, aren't you?
Well, I mean, my thoughts are this is either going to turn into the tower, or it's going to turn into like an earth elemental or something.
That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's like a golem or an elemental or some type of animated, statue.
I think we should move our full distance as far as we can away. Maybe more than 20 feet. and
Who's
get-
moving their full distance away? Who's staying within 20 feet?
I'm
I'm,
staying
mov-
within 20
I'm moving
feet.
my full distance away, and I'm drawing my short bow.
Thodan.
Arrow.
Odin will stay, he's going to get off the pile, but he's going to stay within 20 feet.
Yeah.
Okay. Turlock.
Stand back and wait, see what happens.
How far back?
20 feet.
And Erdish will do the same thing. And Erdish has his bow out.
And Olin will stay at optimum sling distance. Which I don't understand. 50, 100, 200, so probably 50.
50 would be optimum.
Thank you.
All right. For lack of a better image, I'm going to put you all on a map. It's not a good representation of the world because this was a very short notice. His last session, you said you all were going to cave number 3.
Sorry, man.
You tricked me.
All right. It's always good to.
And I like that because it keeps me on my toes.
It's hard for sure.
My map is black, just so you know.
Oh,
Yeah, me too.
I know. Because there is, we really don't need line of sight on this. Because let me change this to, let's get rid of line of sight.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is pretty cool, but it's not really representative of this. So just imagine that this is all like rubble.
Trash. Yeah.
Yeah, just trashed.
Gotcha.
And you all are going to be on the map. Let me pull you off of the party order. Oudir.
Looks like it would be kind of like this area right here.
Well, look at that.
Perfect.
And so there's your tree, Uncle Olin.
Yeah.
Right down there.
This one.
There is no
Yeah.
body of water.
Oh.
There is no body of water.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I'm winging this one like
Yeah, no,
hardcore.
it's all good.
No worries.
Hardcore wing.
And it's your all fault for voting the wrong way. But hey, it's
Yeah.
fun. So now,
So,
kind of put yourself where
things
you all
rising
are,
up.
and what's rising up is going to be centered on. Let me put a marker here, a little circle for where you all have been kind of digging around is in this area
Yeah.
right there.
Okay.
Actually, let's just
Yeah.
make it look like it fits the map a little bit better and say it's like right there.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not as well hidden as I thought it'd be.
You are not. He's right about.
Well, you can move yourselves, put yourselves wherever you think that you would be on the map at this point in time.
Right there.
In fact, I'll turn off the token lock so you can just move your representations
Right
to
there.
wherever.
Facing that direction.
Kind of difficult to tell what's hidden and what's not.
There is no real like land level hiding place. Trees would be your best bet, like you had stated. So your best bet would be, if you're behind a tree, it's going to be one of these ones to the south of the dig site.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's my role play. Can you stick Olin behind a tree, please?
Oh, you could have just carried him. There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't know what you meant. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Lyric's like, I'm getting the fuck away from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that tree is now 65 feet from the rubble, which is a bit more than I'd have liked, but I'll live with it.
No, then you're right there in that tree.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
What devilry is this?
And so as you all are backing away, you actually see the ground like it's molding itself almost. So is this where everybody is? Well, Link Boy's like
Yeah,
the
Link
fuck
Boy is
out.
not there.
Link Boy's the fuck
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
Do we need some Link Boy poetry? You know, some inspiring stuff? We can do it.
Herkati's going to
Folan's not with
stick
us.
with Folan. Nope, that's right, Folan is not, so let's just remove Folan from this.
He was getting a haircut today.
He stayed down at the cart, the wagon, to guard.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's cool. That way we can
Yeah.
pick it up.
That when he does come back, we're not like, well, where the hell's everybody at? How do I get there?
Yeah.
Because he was just
Yeah, we
expecting
have
you
that
all to go
before.
down up and scout around a little bit, and being in the armor that he's in, didn't want to make the hike up.
Nice.
So what about Froth? Froth and Herkati.
Froth will. Where's Froth? Froth, like, well, somebody move Froth.
I moved Froth.
Froth's right where he should be, I guess. I guess we'll move right over here.
Okay.
Does it look like it's forming like a humanoid shape?
That's a really good question. What you see as you all step back coming out of the ground is that. As if the ground is forming into this body shape. All the rubble around it just starts to scatter and fall off.
Yeah. Size.
About 16 feet tall.
Oh. Jesus.
Haha, what's that?
Would Kawana recognize this? Has he ever seen anything like this before? Probably not. It's very arcane magic.
Probably not. But has heard tales of creatures of the earth.
Yeah. I know what it is, but he doesn't know what it is. Okay.
Well, enlighten.
See, I can't. Kawana's he's gonna have to find out the hard way, maybe. Okay.
Some poetry needs to be recited. The crumbling earth. It moves.
I do have spellcraft.
I feel the earth move under my feet.
That's a perfect song for that lyric.
Oh, I've hit it. The inspiring poetry from Olin. It goes.
And natural 20 when we don't need one.
Failure by 9.
Yeah, that's it. It worked, Owen. It worked. Big elemental, man.
Carol King could have sung it better, I guess.
The dearth of earth moveth.
Move it.
Everybody give me a...
On
I don't even have to ask.
What is
I
it
can
called?
just...
Onomatopoeia? Or alliteration, right? With the...
How can a 20 be a failure of target 11 by 9? You know, there's something messed up with my poetry scores here.
You got to roll lower than your int to pass a skill check. It's below the number, the target.
We're playing 2E, not...
not 5E.
Okay, well, I knew it was bad poetry all round, so I'll continue with that.
Like about the 2E way of doing that though is like instead of having a DC, like the DC is your actual ability. I think it's kind of actually more elegant.
Yeah, it works. I played it for many years. Sorry, I'm just not tuned in.
Just thought it's interesting how they didn't have like a target number. The number was your ability, and like it's cool. I like how they use percentage rolls and also the. But then there is some things that are kind of backwards. You know what I mean? Like armor. I know why they did THACO. But it just made it really convoluted. It definitely ascended.
Yeah, 5E AC is just so much easier.
Yeah.
But of course, Olin is oblivious to whether his audience cares or not.
The barbarian's warming up to.
Kawana, as you're stepping back to avoid the rubble that's flying off, you actually fall to the ground. Todan, you as well.
A trip.
Wow.
And Uncle Olin, out of the sheer shock of nobody being impressed by your poetry, you fall to the ground as well.
Oh, that is just evil from you, Scoot.
Did he fall out of the tree?
Yeah. Like, motherfuckers. I'm feeling unappreciated.
Nobody will see him.
Well, he was getting a bit too theatrical with his hand gestures and everything.
Right.
And he
Yeah,
lost grip.
hold. Yeah.
The ground shaking, you've
You
lost
know?
your grip, you fall to the ground.
Breaks his neck.
Wonderful.
Poor Owen. It's been big and dangerous, and I
as you
not have blunt
as you
weapons.
as you all stand, you see this thing. It's not moving to. It's kind of just stopped in place at this point in time.
Maybe we can just run away.
I think that's the best bet. I don't think we can hit this thing.
Or,
this thing is-
because it's some distance away, we could just hit it with melee and step back and just
I think we
kill it
should
before
run.
it gets to us.
I'm not sure. I'm not metagaming. I haven't memorized the monster manual, but I have a feeling we're gonna not be able to like do much damage to this thing, and it could do serious damage to us.
That's fair, but Scoot, you said it just stopped. And once it formed, it just stopped. It's not making any. It's not advancing towards. Does it have legs, or is it just still like?
It's
kind
part of
halfway
the. It's
out
part
ground?
of the ground.
Okay.
You
and
can
it's
make
just
no
staring
sense of.
at us.
You can make no sense of this
Right.
logically.
Yeah.
You're like trying to understand what the hell is this thing. It's
Yeah.
taken on a symbionts of a humanoid form. You gut wise are like very taken aback, very like, oh fuck. That's your danger sense speaking. But
Do any of us know what it is?
give me Lyric. You can give me a lore check.
Lore. What do I roll?
Lore.
Is that on skills?
Yeah.
I have local history. I don't see lore.
Is there a
She has
lore in
lore.
2E?
Oh, I'm sorry. What level are you? Level 3?
I think we're in the wrong system.
Yeah,
She's 3.
3.
You're 3, so give me a percentile. You have a 15% chance of your lore. There is no lore skill. Bards have a 5% chance, I think, per level to be able to identify something or pull up some like obscure knowledge out of like the thin blue air because of the nature of the bard. So throw me a percentile die, and if you beat
Get out of
I'd
there.
want it in the tower.
Okay.
That and the tower.
So
Yeah.
15
Olin
or
quotes a
lo-
little bit of poetry,
Wow.
or you could attack and ask questions later.
So, Lyric, you recognize this as Tales of Earth Elementals that were magically created in order to guard something.
Oh, there's some
Guarding.
spoils here, man.
You know
When
that
he
they're
writes
not
this-
things to be trifled with from the stories that you have read and those that have been told to you of creatures not of natural means. And
Which it's
to
not advancing.
to fight one of these would has surely been the doom and the downfall of many an able adventurer. That's what your lore, that's what you kind of, the picture you put together in your head from all the tales that you've heard up to this point in your life. Never have you witnessed seeing one of these, and you're almost like taken aback by the sheer amorphous beauty of this thing.
Okay.
Like,
I just Lyric,
wow.
Communicate.
once the initial shock is over, Lyric just screams, "Everybody run!" We just run. and before I even get the words out, I'm running.
I love it. Oh man, I want to know what's under here. Speak, demon. That's what I yell. Speak, demon.
And as you yell, "Speak, demon," nothing happens. But are you approaching?
No, I didn't mean seeds. No. I'm rushing. Charge.
Lyric's already halfway back to the wagon at this point.
What is everybody doing? So Lyric has already called her
I
attention.
withdraw.
So you're moving away. Okay,
Correct.
Thodan?
I
Thodan?
think we shall take the bard's advice and hightail it out of here.
Turlock?
Let's run.
They bravely ran away.
Uncle
The
Olin,
best thing to do at this point.
does your bravery and curiosity get the best of you, or do you follow suit with your party members?
I'm just looking at my geometry here. I will sing to them, very much to Lyric and the other guys around me. They bravely ran away, and I'm seriously appalled at their behaviour because a thing has appeared and they don't know anything about it.
If we
And
were
they just ran away.
7th, 8th level, I would take this thing on, but we're 3rd level neophytes.
And what I will do is measure out the distance.
Lost you.
Can I see the
Can you
elemental?
see?
where-
Oh yes, it's at least
16 feet
15
high.
feet tall.
Yeah,
It's like-
legs on the ground.
It's huge.
No. How far away from me is it?
It says 57.6 feet.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to recite some poetry, which is always important in battle.
Especially in the heat of battle. Yeah.
I'm going to shuffle forward in the cover of this tree, and being small, and I'm going to throw a sling bullet at it.
As you start to shuffle forward, it turns directly your way. It doesn't move, but it definitely has focused in on you.
So we're not in combat.
No, you're not in combat.
Ah. Well, that
Yeah, I was
changes the
wondering
complexion a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, I was wondering that too. That's why I tried to communicate with it, but it's not throwing anything.
It didn't respond to your communication.
Yeah.
In
I'll
which
think about
case, I will delay my action.
There is no action to delay. You're just gonna
Well,
sit
how
there
can
and
there be no-
you're gonna
how
sit
can
there
there
and
be no-
observe.
When it goes into the combat, you could. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
just
in
saying
combat.
I'm not going to take any further action.
So you're not gonna launch a sling stone at it.
Yeah.
Okay. And it just sits there.
Okay, well, we know where it is now. We know it's guarding something. But maybe we can return when we're higher level, like...
Communicate with it. Try to
For lack of
communicate.
So,
Kalana's
why
gonna
do
try
we
and
think?
communicate with
Why
it.
do we think? Why do we think we as a party can't fight this thing?
It's this 16-foot high rock behemoth.
An earth
with
elemental is
magic.
like we're dealing with something other planar. We have no magic. We have no magic weapons. We're
Yeah. Hold on, we don't know that.
Yeah.
no, we. Don't.
I get where Uncle Owen's
but-
going with this.
I do too.
He
I
wants
think
to
a normal
experiment with the
adventurer
world.
would probably run from a side of something like that.
I'm excited by TPK.
You may be.
That's
I
metagaming.
would like to live to fight another day.
No, I'm seriously. You know, we've this thing has appeared, but we don't know anything about it.
No,
Well,
and
Lyric
that's why
Lyric
I think
does.
I think a natural reaction would be to run away.
Yeah, I haven't
The lyric
ran.
told us to run.
I know
Yeah,
if I
Lyric
was there,
hasn't
I
said
would be
why. Lyric has just yelled run.
She was too scared to say why.
You probably turn
Okay,
back.
she's
and-
calling back because she sees Uncle Owen's hesitancy, and she says, she tells him
What are you doing, idiot?
what. She tells him we have no chance with this. It's an Earth elemental. We have no chance.
Well, we don't know if it's
Don't-
an elemental, but
Don't be a fool.
it's obviously something that otherworldly or something that we've never seen before. Something that's 15 feet tall. I think running would be like the natural, fight or flight reaction.
Yeah,
Lyric does
Lyric
know it's
knows.
elemental.
Lyric has heard stories of these, and Lyric is pretty certain that this is an Earth elemental. From the stories that she's pieced together and tales that she's heard. But nobody else in the
cool.
party knows this yet, except Uncle Olin at this point. The rest of you are operating on fear. Like, oh shit.
That's why I backed
Right.
up another 20 feet.
I think that's a normal fight or flight reaction.
Okay, I backed up another 20 feet.
Backed
Dude,
up.
Guys, what time is it? What time is it for you guys there?
It's 11:30. We're at that point where we should
Yeah, I'm like, my eyes are starting to close. And I'll think about this.
Give us a week to
Almost-
think about it.
think about what you
I
want to
almost-
do.
Yeah, I almost feel like we should try to communicate. It's obviously it's a guardian.
Yeah, speaking to an earth
of some
elemental.
type. Yeah, it makes me wonder. I can't look it up.
I think we should come back to it later. I think we should run.
I definitely wish
Way.
that we could, man, that would be so cool if we could explore it. But yeah, this thing isn't gonna budge. All right, we'll think about it.
Now remember, it hasn't attacked
Yeah.
anybody at all.
You're friendly.
I know it's a friendly, it's a pet. He's lonely. He's been here alone for.
It's a guardian.
Do we have a mage in the party?
No. That's what's so. We don't
Heavy
have
melee.
anybody. Yeah. Which at lower levels is totally fine. And weird lower
I mean,
level.
I have a couple spells, but
Not enough.
not like
I do too, but it's not gonna do us any good.
Rock to
unless
mud, transmute
like
rock to mud or
mage
something.
something.
That's what we need, but that's like a 4th level spell. In which case you have to be like 9th level to cast.
Yeah.
Or 7th level or something.
Is there a spell that like banish or unsummon?
I think the best spell to use is rock to mud.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a
But
good
that's
idea.
out of character. That's
16
40 years of
feet
playing
high.
D&D.
Right.
I think Olin needs to run up and try to shake its hand. Olin? Yeah, sound good?
You're asking for a diamond the size of a fist.
Uh-oh.
Give him a copper. Go offer him a copper.
yeah.
Just go give him a copper. Well, all right, guys. Let's
Uncle
think
Olin
about
dropped.
it. Did he? Fuck.
Well, he dropped out of Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually around this time, 11:30ish, he has to drop.
You have to run. Yeah. I gotta
He
run.
didn't message
I
anything.
gotta run too. I gotta be up early in the morning.
Yeah. Let's think about it. This is nonetheless, this is an interesting area. Definitely we'll be returning to it at some point if we're alive. But good to note. Anyway, that was great, Scoot. Thank you for running
Yes,
that,
thank
man.
you.
Sorry for all the craziness
You're fine.
at the
You're
household,
fine.
at the
Oh no.
the
It's all
Francito
right.
residence.